G'day legends, Mod from Mod Scale Models. I'm back again. I've been getting a few messages saying, hey Mod, can you run me through what polishing products you use? And I thought, yeah, I can do that. And, these are only what I use. There's so many different brands on the market. And I think they relatively all do the same thing. Okay, the difference is your technique. The technique is it's all about technique. Now, obviously the product's got to be able to stand up to what you want to achieve, but technique plays a huge part. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what tool I use, because this comes up all the time. And this is just my little hand grinder. I don't even know what you call it. Let me just... All right. Something Acrolox Grinder 201. All right. You can get it online for around 20 to 25 Aussie dollars. You can get it on eBay. I don't know if I've seen it on Amazon, but I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. This thing is fantastic. You'll hear me talking about this all the time. So I'll go into my top drawer and I'll show you what you get with it. Because you're getting more than just a polisher, right? You get your little USB charger. It goes in the back here and back in the back of the thingamajiggery, right? And you get a box of tricks. You get, you'll see me when I use it for grinding plastic, and there's a little cutting wheel, and there's stones, and there's 36 grit wheels, and there's a polishing pad, which I wouldn't touch at all on my paints. But yeah, so you get all that, 25 Australian dollars. It's a 3-speed. Okay, fantastic. The only downside to this is if you're polishing a whole little scale model, a 1/24th, you're going to run out of power before you get through. That's the only downside, but it charges relatively quickly, and I think you can actually leave it plugged in while you're polishing if you need to, but yeah, it's a great little tool. Look, there's more expensive, better hand grinders out there, no doubt. But I just bought this one day because I thought I need it. I'm sick of polishing by hand, and it's a winner. It just works. It's cheap. It works, right? So that's what I use for polishing, okay? So that goes back there. I'll get rid of that lot. Right, the next thing is what compounds do I use? Like I said before, there's plenty of different brands out there, and they're all pretty good. But I just happen to use this compound because I like this product, okay? And it's the Tamiya compounds, all right? I use the coarse, fine, and the finish. The coarse, fine, and the finish. All right, you can get them on eBay, Amazon. I don't recall what they're worth, but look, I'll find it out and I'll put it into the description below. So, look, fantastic. You don't need a lot if you follow my technique on how to polish. I've got a video out on how to polish. That'll show you a lot of good tips and tricks. But this is good stuff. So that's what I use, all right? Like I said, there's other brands out there. I haven't tried too many others. This one works for me. Look, it just all depends on what works for you. Like I keep saying, it's all about the technique. The products are great. The whole range is out there. People are going to leave comments saying, I use this. That's fantastic. Please leave your comment. Tell us what you use, because the comments are not just for me, but it's for our community. Other people's, like to know what great results you're getting with what other products. So please drop them in the comments below. This is a learning channel, right? We all keep learning. So that's what I use. All right. To polish, the polishing system I use is it's a funny name, DSPIAE. Now I can't establish if that's an acronym for something. If someone knows, let us know in the comments. I like their products. I use quite a few different products which are theirs, and they make good. I nearly said they make good shit, but that's not very nice, is it? They make great product, right? So, so that's what the polishing pads come in, a little box like yay, and you get a polishing firm disc base, which goes into. All right, so you push that and that locks the chuck, all right, and then you just do it up tight, and yeah. So that comes when you order your pads. It doesn't come with that, but when you order the kit, if you order the sponge polishing set, right, you get one pad of each of the coarse, medium, fine, extra fine. All right, you get that. You get a pad each, a row each, and you get this in the set. So if you're gonna order it, make sure you order the set. Does that make sense? If you're not sure, drop a comment and I'll clarify it. Okay. So what do I keep all my pads in? I just keep them in my little Tupperware container thingamajiggery, right? And we've got the black. There's a spare pad base. We've got the orange. Whoop. I'll get a new one out. Got the green, and we've got the blue. Okay. So the red one or the orange one is the coarse pad. All right. That's what I use with this. All right. This is your heavy hitter. He does most of the work. Okay. And he's around 2,000 grit. If you have to put a number on it, it's about 2,000. Okay. Really, really good. So, I just stick it on there. Little tip with these, just make sure you get it quite centered and just give it a run. And now, see how that's spinning? That's not sitting right. Okay, so you just gotta make sure you get it centered because you don't want any problems when you get on the paint. Okay, see that? See how that's okay, and that's beautiful. So that is the coarse, and then we go to the medium, which is around 4,000 grit. Okay, so I would use. I actually don't use the medium much at all. Okay, I haven't needed to. So I say the coarse, I use the orange, right? So I haven't used the green that much. The blue I use for the fine, okay, which is about 6,000 grit. Okay, so I use that, and then the black, which is 10,000. All right, I use the finish. Okay, so I hope that kind of makes sense. All right, so that's the products I use. Let's get them sort of a bit neat. I'm trying to be professional. I've got critics. And the other tip, which I've told you guys before, which I don't have any at the moment, but I run some soapy warm water. All right, critical for when you're rubbing down. All right, but if you want me to do another how to polish, just let me know in the comments because I've got one out. If you haven't seen it, but I can do an updated one, and I can show you that. And the finished all off is this little product, which is just sitting over the side here, the Tamiya modelling wax. That's what I use. It just finishes the model off. Those final little tiny swirl marks, which you don't get much. You get bugger all right when you're finishing with this finish compound. This stuff I love. It's great on the dark colours. But what I do love about this is it just minimises your fingerprints. Okay, so you know, when you're handling them and you're just finishing them off and you get fingerprints. I put this on the windscreens, on the plastic windscreens. I put it over everything, and it's just tickety-boo, and the dust is just falls off it. So that's that. So that's it. That's what I use to do the polishing. So I'll put the prices on that and where to find it on. I'll put it on for all these products. All right, I'll do it in the description for you guys. If you like these quick little tutorials of what products I use, just let me know in the comments below. And I'm happy to do quick little out the door, show you what I use and why I use it. Like I said, there's many other products out there, so feel free to write in the comments what they are, because everyone reads them. I read them, I love them, and yeah, let's help our fellow modelers out. So if you like my content, like, comment, subscribe. When you leave a comment, let me know where you're from. I love it. Gets me out of bed in the morning. You guys know that. I love it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.